the range of repertoire in the autumn is fabulous, because it goes from the one end of the operatic spectrum to the other, in the sense that Mozart, of course, is the absolutely pivotal figure in 18th century opera, and the sort of development of characterization through his work is absolutely extraordinary. Then to take a piece like Faust, which is very much in the sort of French Romantic tradition, fits very neatly about halfway in between the outside two of Don Giovanni and the Makropulos Case, because the French Romantic opera repertoire is something that we've begun to explore a lot more recently. Interestingly, Faust was our most requested opera when we did a survey quite a few years ago now, but it was the one that audiences most wanted us to bring back. And it's full of beautiful melodic invention, memorable tunes, very effective sort of big choral numbers, very much in the Romantic tradition. The Makropulos Case, on the other hand, which is a major 20th century opera, is by one of the most important opera composers of all time, Janáček, who has a very idiosyncratic style. He writes in a way that nobody else does. It's instantly recognizable. The way he uses rhythm and harmony. It's a very conversational opera. There's a lot of dialogue, two-person sort of dialogue throughout the piece. And so it's a very wordy text, but Janáček's sort of compression of the original play is quite extraordinary, and it provides a very, actually in a way it is quite a romantic piece towards the end, but a lot of it is to do with very, very complex but incredible plot, a really interesting piece. So we've got one thing that connects all of those operas. You might say it's a sort of type of supernatural element. I mean, there's Don Giovanni, who is summoned by the Commendatore down to hell, the ghost of the Commendatore that he kills at the beginning of the opera. Of course, with Faust, we have a slightly supernatural element in Mephistopheles, the sort of embodiment of the devil in the opera. And the Makropulos Case deals with a type of magic, sort of supernatural, in the sense that the heroine of the opera has taken this potion as a 16-year-old and is now still living at the age of, well, she's in the mid-300s by now. So there's a sort of an interesting interlink, but in terms of the music, we're talking about a huge cross-section, a big span of the operatic repertoire in the one season.